What's up, guys? It's the third, and today we got business to discuss because it's September. And you know what that means? That means we have usage data, and that means we have changes to Pokemon that we need to discuss right now because it's extremely important that everyone knows what is going on today and this month because there's a lot of things that just happened. Oh my god, I'm so can't wait to tell you guys everything. So anyway, what happened is that we have the usage data for the summer 2014 months of June, July, and August. Forgot about July for a second. Anyway, so that means we have usage data for each of those 3 months put together, so we get to see the most used Pokemon for each of those tiers. And plus, we have tier changes too. Now, if you guys want to see all these things, I'll go ahead and put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and see everything for yourself, because it's very important that every single person who plays this metagame knows the usage data and knows what to expect in the game and doesn't make horrible teams as a result. So anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the tier changes. I actually don't have a lot of time. I only have like maybe 10 minutes before I have to go ahead and go over to college. So I'll go ahead and try to hurry up as soon as possible so we can get through them. So the ones that I think are more significant, I'm going to be talking more about. The ones that I don't think are as significant and I think they're more self-explanatory, I'm going to go ahead and, blow past them really quickly. So just a little disclaimer there. Anyway, there's also a thunderstorm outside, so if I get shocked and electrocuted by lightning, I just want you guys to know that you should like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll really appreciate that when I'm in the hospital and or dead. So anyway, let's go ahead and start. First thing we have is Terragrass going from U to OU. Not really much to explain there because, I mean, you have things that outclass it more like Lucario, and plus people use Terragrass in OU anyway because of Parafinite, and you could use that in UU. So of course, people are going to use it more now that AD Slash and Mawella is gone. And anyway, you have Wobbuffet going from UU to RU. That's kind of sucking because Wobbuffet really isn't that good now that you can't use Shadow Tag anymore. I'm not sure if that clause will still apply now, that the Gothitelle, which has actually moved up into OU. But I'm not sure if they'll keep that clause around, because if they do, then it means Wobbuffet is like severely not as good anymore if it has to use telepathy. So hopefully they'll make sure that Shadow Tag will be usable now. Next we have Spiritomb going from NU to RU. I'm not really sure I'm happy about that because I didn't use Spiritomb that much in NU, but it was granted a really good Pokemon. I didn't think it was overpowered or anything. Like, it didn't define the tier like how Archeops and OMASTAR and other stupid ass Swords Dance and Nasty Plot and Clipper Dance sweepers would do in that tier, which I had nothing to deal with. But yeah, I don't know how about Spiritomb moving up. I do know that it was really viable in RU, so that's probably the reason why it went up. And next we have Slowbro going from NU. Slowbro is going from UU to OU. Not really too surprising there because it's Slowbro. I mean, it's a really good Pokemon that can stop things like Mega Medicham, unless they run Thunder Punch, and if that's the case, then they are bad. So next thing we have is Squirtle going from OU to BL. Nothing much to talk about there because it's BL. Espeon is going from OU to UU. That one is kind of oh my god, I don't know how I feel about that one because Magic Bounce is really good. Espeon is going to be like okay in that tier. You have things like Chandelure and Noivern and Blastoise that's probably going to give it a really hard time. Oh, and Aerodactyl and Absol. So I'm not really sure how you can use it effectively in that tier. It might even drop more, but I'm pretty sure Magic Bounce would be a really good thing for UU because you really don't have anything else that can do that except Mega Absol, which isn't that good, and you have Xoctu, which nobody uses. So anyway, next we have OMASTAR, which is going from NU to RU. I'm so happy about this because I'm sick of that stupid shell bitch shutting up its little shell smash, getting +2 everything relevant, and sleeping through everybody. You couldn't even do anything about it because you had no unaware users, and everything in NU is all about fucking setup sweepers, and you have no defensive Pokemon whatsoever that can deal with that. And it sucks. It really sucks how OMASTAR was in that tier for such a long period of time. And I'm so glad that this happened, and it took 20-ass years for somebody to be like, oh, I mean, OMASTAR is pretty powerful. Fucking, I'm so glad that OMASTAR is gone, even though it has had the first 3 letters of my real name and the last 4 letters of my YouTube name. I'm sorry, it just needs to go out of NU because NU, I actually like that now. And OMASTAR made it hell, so I'm glad it's gone. Yes. Next thing we have is Magazone from BL to OU. I'm really too surprising there because you see more Heracross, you're going to see more Magazone because people are going to be using Skarmories and Magazones deal with that, and Ferrothorn, so more Magazone. Next thing we have is Togekiss going from OU to UU. This one's kind of to me because I like Togekiss and I didn't think it should have dropped. It's not really that bad of a Pokemon, I thought. I mean, it does have 5 weaknesses to Steel, Electric, Ice, Rock, and to Poison. So that was really weak to a lot of things. It had good resistances too, but I guess that's probably the reason why it dropped so hard, because of its weakness to rocks and its susceptibility to things like Bullet Punch and etc. Really, really good Pokemon with Scarf, and it can stall break really easily with Nasty Plot and Air Slash and Heal Bow. But of course it drops. So it'll be pretty good to see in UU. I mean, you have a lot of things like, you know, now I had to worry about Togekiss, like Mega Blastoise having to worry about only using water, you know, attacks against this, since it can't use Dark Pulse and it can't use, you know, area or a Spear. So I'm pretty excited to see how it's going to be functioning in UU. Next one we have is Diancie going from OU to UU. This doesn't surprise me or anyone else because Diancie really wasn't that good. I mean, yes, it did check Zard X and Zard Y to an extent, but it really wasn't that influential. It doesn't learn anything. It has no form of recovery except Rest Talk, which isn't reliable, and it's just not that good. So of course, it's gonna drop. Next one we have is Quagsire going from OU to UU. I am so excited about this one because UU is so full of shit with all these Lucarios and Victinis and fucking Swords Dance and bullcrap and Calm Mind and Cursed Snorlax, and I'm so glad that you can go ahead and go into Quagsire, and Quagsire is going to be like, what? What did you do? What? Did you go for Curse? Because I don't give a fuck. So I'm so glad that Quagsire dropped. You have no idea. But yes, it's one of my favorite Pokemon in OU, and it kind of sad because they dissed it like that and making it drop, even though it's so fucking good. I'm still going to be using it in OU. Don't get me wrong. It's really a good Pokemon, don't get me wrong. But the fact that it's in UU now and I can use it in both tiers, yes! Yes! Okay, next thing we have is Vaporeon going from OU to UU. This doesn't surprise me too much because nobody used Vaporeon. It wasn't really a horrible Pokemon, but it was just outclassed by things like everything, so nobody even used it that much. I'm very glad that I'm now going to be able to have my core back of Florges and Umbreon and Vaporeon, and I have a Wish Core. Oh man, oh, I'm so excited for UU now. I'm probably going to actually play that tier now with some success. Oh my god, I have 2 things I can check Darmanitan and Victini. I am so happy. Oh my god, I am both. Oh, yes! Okay, next thing we have is Smeargle going from OU to UU. I don't like that too much because now you're going to have things like Baton Pass and Mess. And Smeargle's a really potent Pokemon, and it's really threatening now that you have things like Geomancy and Memento users, and them going together makes this really big mess of irritating. So I'm pretty certain that that's not going to stay for long because people can utilize Smeargle in like really, really asinine ways. But I'm interested to see how it's going to be affecting them again, because I'm pretty sure that Smeargle's going to be really impactful. Next thing we have is Mew going from U to OU. Didn't really surprise me too much because people are using the stupid-ass Stallbreaker Mew step, which irritates the full flapjacks out of me, because it's a Stall-breaking set of Will-O-Wisp, Soft Boiled, Taunt, and Knockoff. It's just a dumb set that people use because they're so afraid of Stall, because people still use Stall that aren't me, because of Gardevoir and, you know, Mega Heracross and Medicham. Like, okay, yeah, you have to have a fucking Mew to ruin everything, which is why I had to run stupid things like Stall Breaker, Anti-Stall Breaker, Mega Absol. Dumb. Just dumb things I had to go ahead and deal with because of that stupid-ass Pokemon. But it's OU now, so everyone's going to be using it. Next one we have is Kabutops going from Aria to NU. Not happy, because we already had enough Swords Dance Sweepers. And now we have another one. And now we have a freaking potential Swift Swim Sweeper, because that's a viable thing too. I mean, everything in the tier is just water type. And so, and has Swift Swim and Dry Skin, so it's just like, okay, no problem. It's okay, you know. It's not like you don't have anything really to, you know, deal with that besides, I don't know, Vileplume. But even then, after a Swords Dance and +2, I still think that one hit KOs at the rocks. But whatever, yeah, let it drop. It's okay, let it drop. We'll just see it go back up. It's okay. Next thing, the last thing we have, actually, I said this earlier, was Gothitelle going from U to OU. I mean, this really surprised me too much because it's Gothitelle and it traps things like Chansey and stops Stall. Everything about this is just Stall going away, and I don't want a stupid meta that's all offensive and it's stupid. Like, who wants a meta that's just all a whole bunch of fucking offense? Offense is a okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you guys like hyper offense, I'm sorry. Hyper offense is the stupid ass noob tactic. All you do is set up rocks and use attacks. There is no fucking skill. I guess you can predict, But predict isn't even a thing because people don't have to switch out into whatever you think they're going to switch out to. They could stay in, so it's not even really predicting. It's just being lucky in essence. Install, it wasn't easy because you had to distribute your HP and the hits you took, and it wasn't really easy to do Skull. So people thought it was OP, and now no one can use it because everything that's checked anti-stall people are now gone, and I guess we're just going to have a stupid-ass offensive meta that no one even likes. You can't use Baton Pass, full turn, I guess, but all you gotta use is fucking offense and Sand Rush and stupid things. Oh, stall matches take forever. Bitch, fucking stall matches, a fucking 100 turns on Showdown is like 15 minutes. Shut the fuck up. Like, it irritates me how I can't use my metagame anymore because everybody else has to make stall like stuck now. Anyway, let's go ahead and quickly go through the the usage data actually, because I'm pretty sure some of you are excited for that. Top thing that we have here in OU, I'm gonna go for the top 15 of each tier. We have Landorus, Heatran, Azumarill, Broodwash, Keldeo, Latios, Tyranitar, Escadrille, Sizzlor, Ferrothorn in the top 10. And then we have Thundurus, Talonflame, Latias, Charizard, Greninja as an X5. Really surprised. It doesn't really surprise me actually because Talonflame, Charizard, and Greninja were at one point the most used Pokemon of the tier, and I'm like, I like this. You see checks and things that sort of check those things, and then they start to drop. That's why I really like this game, because then you have situations where things that are used a lot are no longer used as much, and that really makes me happy because it makes me happy to see things, you know, fluctuate like that, because no one wants to play the fucking same thing all the time. Anyway, next thing we have for UU is, in fact, Blastoise is number 1, then Hydreigon, Victini, Florges, Crobat, Aerodactyl, Slowbro, Blissey, Heracross, and Fernape, Floritrus, Lucario, Mienshao, Swampert, and Donphan. Doesn't really surprise me too much. I mean, of course, the most used Pokemon was usually Blastoise. It used to be Florges, but I'm glad to see that you see more checks to Florges now. Even though I like Florges, it's good. Like I said, I like metagame shifts, so that's a pretty acceptable top 10 list. I would think Lucario would have been like up there, higher, like in number, I don't know, 5. And Victini, I thought it would have been number 1, but I guess you see more Blastoise than you see Victini. I mean, whatever. Next thing we have is RU. RU, the most used Pokemon with a 24 fucking percent. 24%! That is huge. 1/4 of each team has a Doublade. A Doublade, really? Like what? Hitmonlee is the next, and then you have Meloetta, Rhyperior, Sharpedo, and then Slowking, Yanmega, Gligar, Cobalion, Zoroark, Amoonguss, Delphos, Dredgeon, Alomomola, and then Exploud. Pretty acceptable top 15. Of course, Yanmega and Zoroark are not irrelevant now because they're banned, but of course, it's still, yeah, I guess you can count them. I don't really play RU, so I really don't give a fuck about any of those things. NU, this is important to me, actually. The most used Pokemon is Feraligatr. Stupid ass! Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, no unaware. Like, whatever. I guess you got Poliwhirl to deal with that. No, Poliwrath to deal with it, but still. Feraligatr, Spiritomb, Vileplume, Seismitoad, Typhlosion, Kangaskhan, which, Archeops, Sandslash, Mesprit, Girder, Slurpuff, Dragalge, Uxie, and then you have Magmortar and Hariyama, and those are the top 15. I am extremely surprised that Audino is not in that top 15. Audino is actually number 25. I thought it would have been higher than that. Same thing with Electrovite, which is only 22. That one, oh god. Anyway, that is in fact all your usage data and your tier shifts. I gotta go in like 5 minutes to school and class, so I'll go ahead and leave you guys with that. Be sure to comment what you guys think about these tier changes. What are you most excited for? What are you least most excited for? Does this usage data surprise you? And what do you feel about this? I want to know what you feel about this. So tell me. Don't be a little stingy ass bitch. Don't be in the closet. Don't be scared to say anything. Oh, my opinions are mine. I don't want people to know what I think. No. Go ahead and tell people what you think. You know, make an argument. Make some people angry. Do that because it's fun to do. Anyway, so this has been Acestar Fair. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Because of these tier changes, check them out and make sure. See, this is one of my plans for this month. One of my plans is actually to make a team building guide this month, and one of the most important things that you have to know about tier team building is actually knowing what the usage is. So that's one thing that we need to focus on for, you know, the rest of you playing Pokemon, which is paying attention to what the tiers are, so you know what to use and what not to use. Anyway, so this has been Ace of the Third. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like I said, comment everything. Be sure to leave a like if you like this video, and subscribe for more videos like this and other cool things like 3rd Gen and a Let's Play that I'm going to be doing in a few days. So anyway, like I said, see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye! Oh. Yeah, bye.